You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Sports fans, let's talk about the Marxist NBA of China. Yesterday, I put out a video talking about Stephen A. Smith, and I briefly touched on the Golden State Warriors annihilating the Brooklyn Nets. Stephen A. Smith was not happy whatsoever with the performance of the Brooklyn Nets. Now, Kevin Durant is there, James Harden is there, Kyrie Irving is not there, and we know why he is not playing. He has not played a single game this whole entire season because he has not gotten the jab, because he plays in the People's Republic of New York. But anyway, Stephen A. Smith on First Take laid into the Brooklyn Nets, and he just annihilated James Harden and really annihilated Kyrie Irving. I mean, it was so bad, he called for the Nets to cut Kyrie Irving, and he actually said that Kyrie Irving betrayed Kevin Durant. I mean, he just laid into them. However, he gave no blame whatsoever to Kevin Durant. None whatsoever. He actually said that Kevin Durant actually doesn't have any help, even though he has a former MVP in James Harden. But we'll get to that. But I'm actually going to play a clip here on Stephen A. Smith laying into him. We're going to break down what he's saying right here. And man, he just goes all out on Kyrie Irving. He was so disgusted. They got blown out. The Brooklyn Nets got blown the hell off the court, okay? However, Stephen A. Smith is talking about this team like they're a bunch of bums. Now look at the standings here. The Nets, they're second in the East right now. It's still early, 16 games in. They're 11-5, 68% winning percentage. But you wouldn't know that by Stephen A. Smith. So let's go ahead. Let's play this clip here on Stephen A. Smith going off. And you saw the Nets here. They lost 117-99. So let's play it.
Kevin Durant, I'm sad for you, bro. You all alone. Yeah.
All alone. Even though he has James Harden. Now, James Harden's averaging just about 20 points per game. But Stephen A. Smith says he's all alone.
You have no help. And more importantly than anything else, you made the wrong decision by going to Brooklyn. And I'm not talking about this as a Knicks fan. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about this as New York, because I'm Knicks first, Swagoo, but New York always. Knicks first, New York always. I'm always rooting for New York, and I'll always root for Brooklyn, with the exception of when they go against the Knicks. Kevin Durant made the wrong decision by going to the New York Knicks, and he's going to rue the day that he did that. And let's analyze why that is. Because you got a guy in James Harden, not first year. This is the second year in a row. Mad love for James Harden. You got to get your act together, bro. You ain't James Harden right now, averaging 19 points a game. You sitting there struggling from the field. You had 24 points last night. This is the most meaningless 24 points that I've ever seen from the career of James Harden. You are a superstar, and you are not looking like one. It is that simple. You got to get it together. KD, you made the wrong decision, bro. And here's why. Because you trusted Kyrie. Kyrie Irving betrayed you, flat out betrayed you, left you hanging. And while you sitting up there getting your ass kicked last night, all right? Steph Curry sitting there shimmying and joking around, laughing on the court.
I'll say this. He said that Kyrie Irving betrayed him, but yet it is the Brooklyn Nets that have set Kyrie Irving down. So I would actually put the blame on the Brooklyn Nets management, because they won't let Kyrie Irving play. And also, we know how the politics is over there about getting a jab. I don't believe that any city government should not be mandating a medical procedure on you. They should not be doing that. That is definitely unconstitutional. That's just my thoughts on it. But the Nets, they just fell in line with New York. They didn't care about Kyrie Irving at all. Therefore, they don't care about this team. But Stephen A. Smith is not going to say that. But let's move on.
They were cheering for Steph Curry in Brooklyn. From opening tap, they were chanting MVP in the Barclays Center. And
Yeah, they were. They were cheering MVP for Steph Curry. That's pretty embarrassing, though.
It wasn't for the dude averaging 28.9 points a game for the Brooklyn Nets. It was for Steph Curry. And then you juxtapose Steph Curry compared to Kyrie Irving, and what do you have? You got Kyrie Irving, who is a showstopper. Kyrie Irving, who is a superstar talent. He is box office and can't be trusted. I actually hope Kyrie Irving gets cut.
Wow.
I mean, this is a disgrace. To sit up there and watch this team last night look like straight garbage. And every respectable team that you go against, you lost to Chicago by double digits. You got spanked last night by Golden State by double digits. You lost to the Charlotte Hornets by double digits. You got spanked on opening night by double digits against Milwaukee. Every respectable team you go up against waxes y'all behind. And why? Because KD don't have no help. You left there all alone. You ain't got a culture. You don't even have a damn fan base. Brooklyn, stand up. I don't want to hear that nonsense again.
Wow. So he doesn't have any help. I wonder what James Harden actually thinks about this. Because James Harden, he's not putting up James Harden kind of numbers. Definitely not the Houston numbers where he was averaging like 37 points per game. But 20? Yeah, not James Harden light, but to say that he has no help? Come on, man. You're acting like James Harden is some 12 man off the bench.
Brooklyn, the borough of Brooklyn, should be ashamed of yourself. The only damn thing good about the Barclays Center are the concession workers and the people handling the traffic in and out of the arena, like my boy Tony and Jose and the crew. Those are the only decent things about the Barclays Center. It's just dead. You walk up in there, there's no fan base to gravitate towards, there's no momentum, there's no fervor, there's no passion, nothing. I'm showing more passion in this studio by my damn self than 17,700 plus showed at the Barclays Center for the Brooklyn Nets last night. KD shouldn't even want to be there. He shouldn't even be wasting his services being there.
Wow, there you have it, guys. So he's blasting Kyrie Irving, blaming him, saying that he hopes that Kyrie Irving gets cut. I mean, wow. We all know, guys, that there's no way in hell that Kyrie Irving is going to get cut. The Brooklyn Nets aren't that stupid. Now, trading him, that's another thing, but Stephen A. Smith saying that he hopes he gets cut, even Stephen A. knows that is not going to happen. And I believe he's just laying all the blame on Kyrie Irving over the jab. Stephen A. Smith is just falling in line with the mainstream media. We must attack Kyrie Irving. They got the programming download. We will not let down until Kyrie Irving gets the jab. And I believe, guys, even if Kyrie Irving said right now, I'm getting the jab, they would still annihilate this man because it will never, ever be enough for the woke sports media. If you mess up in the eyes of the woke sports media, they will come after you still and crucify you. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans. Apparently, Kevin Durant has no help whatsoever, even though he has a former MVP, an all-star. But he wants to lay the blame also on Kyrie Irving, saying that he betrayed Kevin Durant, even though those guys decided to actually play together. Now, one thing I will say about Kyrie Irving, I believe, honestly, folks, about Kyrie Irving, I believe he's an all-star talent. He is not a superstar. Kyrie Irving has never been a superstar. I mean, he is pretty much on this team. I believe he is the third option. He really, really is behind James Harden. He's not on James Harden level either, in my opinion. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, Stephen A. Smith, annihilating Kyrie Irving and kind of belittling James Harden. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.